real. Facebook.com/faithandwhatever is the best way to find and connect with us. If you want to talk to me on Twitter, because you love me so much, I'm at Josh_Carmen. Our pop topic today, James, is...
Pop topic.
Thanks. Good to have you back. I'm glad we're all together again for that. Internet nuggets. And this is not a weed segment. This is not a
These are not dank nuggets.
Yeah. The dankest of the dank.
He's close. I can feel them. Nuggets.
And these memes or ideas or things. Okay, so essentially what we're talking about is different stuff that we love on the interwebs that may not be the most popular or well-known ideas. It can be, but just little nuggets of information that we love about the web that we want to share with you. So, James, why don't you start us?
Sure, okay. I have a bunch here. Maybe I'll start with... Okay, here, let's do this one. This one's pretty big in the YouTube space, but I think there's still plenty of people who don't know about it, and it's HISHE is short. It stands for How It Should Have Ended.
So funny.
I've heard of that.
I just learned about it last
I've
Friday.
heard, and someone said a movie that it was the best video.
Because I'm Batman.
Yes,
I can't remember what movie
Batman's so good.
It was some movie. I was complaining about the ending, and they were like, "You need to see this video." And I was like, "What?" And it answered literally every single complaint I had about the movie. I don't remember what movie it was.
So what it does is somebody...
Subscribing right now. This is ridiculous.
Somebody puts out these videos on YouTube under How It Should Have Ended, and make sure you get it from exactly that website, because I've seen a lot of people rip off his videos and repost them under their own channels.
Not as funny.
Well, they're his videos, but they're reposting them on their own web channels and taking
6
clicks
million
away from
subscribers, a little bit more than us.
So yeah, just a few more. So what he does is he puts animated videos out that talk about how a certain movie or TV show should have ended, and they're always awesome. They're so hilarious. One of my favorites is the Frozen one. Right, because the entire movie Frozen could have been avoided if their parents just didn't suck.
That's so true. Problems. That's true of every Disney movie.
So HISHE is one of mine, and I've got a bunch, but I'm gonna sort of
true about
throw
Baby
the baseball
as well. Chris, you got something?
I do. I just thought of something that I have always gotten a kick out of. It's lmgtfy.com. Let me Google that for you.
Let me Google that.
Yes, so that's a really good
basically
one.
lets you make a fake link when someone asks a question. And
gives
they
the wrong
click
answer?
on it. No, it goes to a demonstration of how to Google the question that they're asking.
Yeah, it's when somebody on the internet asks a stupid question that Google will answer in a moment.
You know, it's funny. I just used this website with our senior pastor last Tuesday in staff meeting. I just told him about it because somebody had sent him something and was like, "You should just tell them about. Let me Google that for you." It was great.
Can you go to that real quick?
So it's a great way to be a little passive aggressive.
Right.
Google that.
And then so what it does is if you click on the link, it takes you to Google and slowly types in the question.
So it's actually more work to use it.
Oh, then you have to enter the person's question and send them the link back?
It's for the statement of it, which is you go on there, you put the question on there, and then you give them the link. So when they click on it, it goes to Google, shows you typing in that link, and giving you results.
So you have to type in the question. Then
you have to set it all up. So it's actually more work than just answering the question,
but totally worth
Stick it to them.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Makes a point.
Garrett?
So I have a kind of a back-to-back YouTube subscriber. So I watch a channel called Nerdwriter, and Nerdwriter is
Is this RIDER or WRITER?
Nerdwriter 1. He has he would call video.
Did not answer the question.
Yes.
Sorry, NERDWRTER, Nerdwriter 1. He has what he calls video essays based on various topics, often movie reviews, sometimes on like The Prestige, Hiding in Plain Sight, talking about how The Prestige as a movie was a really significant psychological play on things you can't see and things you can see. He has one called How Trump Answers Questions, and he goes into how Trump answers questions based on like taking the conversations and scripting them. And then he mentioned, someone asked him a Q&A, what is his favorite YouTube channels? And he mentioned a blogger, Casey Neistat, is the only blogger that I've ever followed. I mean, vlogger. I guess that sounds weird because I watch lots of YouTube videos, and someone like Vsauce, I wouldn't consider him a vlogger, right?
Okay.
I would consider those educational, instructional videos. A vlogger, I feel like, is someone who just kind of posts every day about traditionally nonsense, but I mean, has a point. Casey Neistat is in Brooklyn. He's 34. He rides a boosted board a lot, which is like an electric skateboard through Brooklyn. And his videos are just really well made. He has like 4 or 5 drones, and he has his own studio. He flies up drones and gets lots of cool shots in New York all the time. He has a home, but all his videos are shot in his own little like film studio where he just sets up crazy fun things. Some of them are just like what I did today and have different meetings, and there's always a point. But some of them are instructional. Like he had one like how to frequent flyer miles work, because he flies a lot, and he went into like how frequent flyer miles work. So the reason why I say Casey Neistat is because I've literally been following him for 2 weeks, and I've watched like 20 videos of his, which is a lot for me to watch that many YouTube videos. What I love about Casey Neistat is he inspires me to make more of my own YouTube videos on my transformational student life. His ideas sometimes are vague and shallow, but the video, as long as the video is quality and there's reason and heart behind it, it comes out really good. Does that make sense? Like the idea doesn't have to be the newest, best idea in the world. His idea is kind of vague, but his video is great and it's entertaining. So it kind of inspires me.
I have one. I have a couple, actually. We'll do this one.
Do one. We'll round robin a bit.
54club.com is my first one. Again, I love clothes. I love all things a little fashion-y related in that.
What is 54 Club?
So 54 Club is a simple website. You just go, and it's quoted as saying, "You're no hassle style destination." So like trunk club stuff. So you pay a fee.
They send you curated outfit.
Yeah, basically based on a style that you pick out. So what was that?
My phone just yelled at me.
Oh,
Someone said, "Okay, Google," a little too loud.
So
See?
Okay, Google.
Well, how about Siri?
Does it do something? Hey Siri. No. So you pick a style of stuff that you like, right? Forward, casual, classic, or a mixture.
You could classic,
those
don't
things.
you?
So so I would be under classic, vibrant and rich, or dark and muted.
Yeah, vibrant.
For springtime, right? You'd pick vibrant and rich. My top size, I go
Small.
through medium, pant size 30, right? And then it just walks you through.
One.
And you walk through and
Slim,
slim
skinny.
fit, straight fit. There, so I would take a slim. Then you go next, and basically you just walk through these different things about what you
your style,
like, what you don't want, and for a monthly fee, it will just send you new clothes.
Okay, so my question is how do you feel about the value of that? Like,
I love it. So I pay. I don't anymore. I stopped using it just because we're putting money towards it. We want to save money right now, but when I was using it, it was $60 a month, and what it's supposed to be is right. You pay $60 a month, and you get clothes that retail for $120,
Half
essentially. And so basically, you're paying half for what the MSRP of these clothes would be, $120 or more. And I love it. They do
felt like that was a good value?
Really nice clothes.
For
I've gotten
$60?
a nice jacket. I've gotten nice pants. I mean, just spectacular. The socks that they send are still awesome, and they're over a year old. And I typically go through socks pretty quick because I
any brands?
I collect socks.
Any brand names?
54 Club is the brand, so
Oh,
they
okay,
send
these
you
are all
their
their
own
stuff.
clothing brand. Yeah.
So MSRP is 120.
Right. So you're basically, whatever they put that on. So it's $60 a month, and basically it's random though, and so that's what I kind of like.
Do you return? You ever return?
No,
I know they
I've-
advertise like easy returns and
Yeah,
things like
I've
that.
never had to return anything there. So some people.
That's it. That just those 3 questions, and they'll start sending you clothes.
Mm-hmm. And it has just made curated shopping so easy. I feel like I have my own personal shopper, and it's just nice.
I have never done a single monthly package thing, but almost every single one of them I wish I could do.
This is a great one. And they send jackets. I mean, it's just great. It's just spectacular stuff. So that's my first.
So in following that theme of sales, one I'd like to persuade a lot of people to, anybody who wants to read books or play video games, I would love if you went to humblebundle.com. Awesome website. First of all, a great deal for you. The way it works,
I don't really know how it works.
the way it works
I know what it is though.
is like, let's say some publisher wants to so some publisher for about a week will go on Humble Bundle, and whether it's video games or books, and provide a whole bunch of product at one price, but you get to pick the price. You can pick $1, you can pick $1,000, and you're usually getting a few $100s in product. And it's so you pick your price. Usually there's an incentive to pay at least $10 to $12.
What would the incentive be?
Of a bit
Additional
more
product?
additional stuff, and So I've before gotten like $200 worth of books this way, ebooks, of course, and then so not only do you get a bunch of stuff for cheap, but then when you go to pay, you can choose how much of your money goes to the publisher or developer of that product, how much goes to the Humble Bundle website, and how much goes to a charity. And you can pick your charity, and so you can make it 100% goes to the charity. And so not only do you get a great deal on a bunch of stuff. For example, I recently, let's see, what's the Humble Bundle? I'm going to look at some of the Humble Bundles right now because I know I just spent some money on some of them, but I can't remember exactly what was in them because they're pretty good. It was actually...
I've seen a lot of Humble Bundles on Reddit, people talking about it on Steam. Is it through Steam?
No, but yeah, they give you Steam keys. So right now, you get the Humble Bundle Devolver Bundle, which... You get a Fistful of Gun, Ronin, Gods Will Be Watching, Titan Souls, Hatoful Boyfriend, Not a Hero, Shadow Warrior Special Edition, Dropsy, 50% off the Talos Principle, and more games still coming. And you'll get all of that for any price you want. 2 of those are locked behind a $10. You got to spend at least $10. Another few of them are locked behind. You have to spend at least $4.82, which is the average price that people have been paying.
These are all video games.
Yeah. So, but for $10. You would get probably about a $75, $80 in games there. Or on the book bundle. Let's see what the book bundle is right now. Oh, by the way, we're talking about Telltale a lot in this podcast. Right now, you can buy pretty much every Telltale game, all of them, for $12.
It's a pretty good deal, dude.
Yeah.
So
And guess what? I did this, and guess what one of those games was called, Josh? I meant to tell you this. I can tell you on the air. Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People.
Oh, I've seen that. I've played that game.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Or, for example, if you're into books, you can get what looks to be, I don't know, what does that look like? About
50?
30 games,
30?
maybe? Not games, excuse me. E-books from R.A. Salvatore for Name Your Price. And if some of these books are locked behind $15 mark.
I guess my only question is I don't understand how do they give all this content away for free, essentially? Because if you select all of your proceeds to go to charity, they would make nothing.
Well, they probably make money on the back end for taxes or whatever. Right? I imagine that the publisher gets some kind of a tax break for giving away so much for free.
Yeah.
So there is an incentive on the other side of this. It's not as if like they're just being completely charitable, but it's good for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally good for the consumer, good for the publisher for their tax situation, good for the charity that gets donated to.
So is it monthly or weekly?
Some of them change weekly, some of them change monthly. Just go on Humble Bundle and kind of just shop around. It only takes about 5 minutes to see everything for whatever's going on at that particular time. So Humble Bundle, it's awesome for books and video games. Chris?
I have a guilty pleasure following Milo Yiannopoulos on Twitter. He is a pot stirrer,
right.
Professional provocateur, if you will. He's pretty far right, but he actually does do some serious debates. And if you watch any of his serious debates, and you kind of get a better look at probably a real version of him, I would guess. I kind of take him like as Steve Colbert, but meaner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure he doesn't believe all the things he actually says.
Playing a character.
Yeah, a little bit to stir things up, and so he's funny. I don't know that I could recommend him to the general audience because he can be a bit
Biting.
well,
Abrasive.
Crude.
I think. Yeah, would be the.
Awesome.
What is he just? Would he say he's? What is he a blogger? Like how does?
He is actually the tech editor for Breitbart now.
Okay. I
But
don't know what that is, but
Breitbart's online blog news
tech editor.
organization.
What does that even mean?
So it started with him writing kind of their tech stories and stuff. Actually, I think they just brought him in because they wanted him.
Okay.
Because he's built this crazy fan base. He is as far as I know, the first person to be de-verified by Twitter. They took away his little blue check mark.
Why?
I don't know if they ever gave a good reason, just for being offensive.
Okay.
So, but I think he's the only one that they've actually pulled the little verification check mark away from. So it's just kind of funny.
What a random thing to do.
Yeah,
Sounds
they really
entertaining.
showed him, and he's still trended like twice since then. So it's funny to watch him stir things up, and the guy, he just really knows how to kill on social media. He's just if you ever look at his stats for his,
Is that him?
Mm-hmm.
What the?
yeah, I mean he's just it's ridiculous numbers for the number of page views he gets and retweets and all that. It's incredible.
Hmm.
And
Interesting.
they try and shut him down, and he keeps getting louder. And it's
Piece of
funny.
advice: have a strong sense of humor if you want to engage this person. If you get offended easily, probably not for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why I said it was a guilty pleasure.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But I just like seeing things stirred up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
And he's
Actually,
very
you do.
good at that.
That's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we should vote for Trump.
That's why you're curmudgeon Chris.
See what happens.
That's not really a curmudgeon thing.
That's true.
So mine
He
is.
has a
That's
tweet.
I like putting two trains on the tracks facing each other when you have the little electric
His-
train set.
his Twitter name. His Twitter
to
name.
see what happens at
James-
the end.
Yeah, exactly.
James's Twitter name is Nero,
But he also has
like the Roman emperor.
Yeah.
that's his professional one. He has a personal one, and the name is Caligula.
Oh,
And don't go on that one.
Wow. Mine is, I don't know how internet related it is, but one of my favorite Steam games is Kerbal Space Program.
Kirby Space Program.
Kerbal?
Kerbal.
You might have
Not
heard of
Kirby.
that? And
No.
You guys are all noobs? Okay. Kerbal was one of those, long 4 or 5 year beta games from a company in Mexico City, actually. So it is a spaceship rocket building analog, rocket and spaceplane analog. And so you do have a character. His name, they're Kerbals. They're a fictional alien character, and you have an Earth analog called Kerbin, but you spend most of your time in a spaceplane hangar building rockets and spaceplane with different parts and attaching them, and then you get to go to the launch site and see if it actually flies and can make it into space. Once you get into space, there's a very comprehensive orbital mechanics where you can fly around to different planets. They almost all have Earth analogs, so you can fly to the next closest one. I don't know. It's not called. There's one called Dune, D-U-N, and it's kind of like the Mars analog. And there's asteroids and moons. No object to the game, other than building stuff. You can get really complicated. There's tons of mods. I
It's
haven't
very
downloaded.
much like a simulator, right?
Yeah, I guess it's
Sort of
simulators.
a simulation. I mean, it's not like a fun time, pointless. I mean, it's got like real mechanics and
Right.
physics.
I
And
mean, I think pointless is pretty close to describe it because there's no missions or goals yet, I guess, as far in the game. But I mean, there are goals, there are challenges, right? Like take this like one of the most difficult ones is take passengers to a far off flung planet because it's hard enough to get first of all, it's hard to get the ship off the ground and even hard enough to get it into orbit and into another planet with the amount of fuel that you've brought along. So
I
to
mean,
bring
it's a hard sci-fi game, basically.
Yes, exactly. It's a hard sci-fi game. So to bring 4 passengers, so it's like 4 passengers that you like accept this, what would you call it, like a mission, or you accept this contract, and like to bring 4 people into space, like a big enough ship to bring them into space to a far off planet and not run out of gas or explode, is very challenging. So it's a lot of fun. I used to spend before I was in school. I used to spend many hours playing that. A couple of my students were in it at my last church, or into it at my last church. So we would share. There's no multiplayer at all so far, but we would share videos and screenshots of just ridiculous mayhem we would either build or find ourselves in. It was fun.
Josh?
Yeah, I like. Okay, there's another Twitter account. We're gonna see if it's. Actually, go ahead, James, while I pull this up.
All right. Okay, dropping the ball. Love it. Love it. Love it. My favorite thing. Here's a YouTuber I would. He seems to be doing well for himself. He doesn't need my. He doesn't need me to mention him, but I'm mentioning him anyways because he puts out great stuff. His name's Peter Hollins.
Oh,
You can-
yeah.
You can find him on YouTube. I think he has his own website as well, but YouTube is fine enough. And basically, Peter Hollins makes music. He a cappella music, often remakes of popular music, often in collaboration with other people. But he's wonderful. He does a wonderful job. He's in a completely different world of music, excellent music, and he puts it out there for free, full music videos, and people on. I think he makes most of his money through selling albums and Patreon subscribers. But if you just want to go and listen to his music, enjoy that music, Peter
Sorry.
Hollins is wonderful. Chris, sounds like
He's
you've.
an excellent singer.
I see
Yeah.
here like
Singer,
Frozen,
yeah.
Let It Go, Peter Hollins, Disney Frozen. So is it going to be
He did a great collab.
identical to Frozen?
No,
Like
it's
the-
his version.
Okay.
Yeah,
He did a great collab with Lindsey Sterling,
yeah.
where they did the Skyrim theme.
Yes. Where I think it was it took 40 recordings of his voice.
Yeah, and then her violin.
Yeah, to do all the parts of Skyrim, the Skyrim main theme.
How long? 40?
It was 40
Videos.
40 tracks of his voice
Stacked up.
stacked on each other.
Because he doesn't do any. It's all his voice.
It's all his voice. Yeah, it's a cappella.
It's cool. Josh is over here laughing.
Josh laughed right through that whole.
Because he listens
So
to
rude.
Because I found I found
So
the thing I
rude.
wanted
He
to
found
talk
his nugget, and his nugget is too funny for him to
His
not
meme
laugh.
is too dank.
about. The Florida Man Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
God, this is okay.
Florida man.
Florida
Yeah,
Man.
what exactly the
Okay,
point?
so
What's
the Florida
point?
Man, as far as I know, this is probably originated somewhere before this, but where I first started hearing about this came from Kevin and Bean, which is like a
LA
morning-
radio host.
Yeah,
Are
LA
they still
radio
on?
morning show. Yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
And they
They're still
they,
old and
they
awful.
still do Florida stories. And basically what they do is they did this segment, and I don't know how many years they've been doing this, since I was at least in high school, but they did this segment where they just collect all the weirdest stories from people that come out of Florida.
Okay.
And there's something like, I don't know, there's just something about these people from Florida that like
Yeah.
there's so many crazy stories that come out. I'm sure you could find this out of any other state as
And
well.
the news story always starts, a Florida man.
Yeah,
Right.
So Florida Man, something, but
So is this from Kevin and Bean? This
no,
Twitter?
no, this
Okay,
Twitter
okay.
is just something. But here are some of the, a Florida woman fights to keep her ATV riding alligator. A Florida man steals a BMW after he's told he can't buy it with food stamps. Yeah, Florida man changes his name to Bruce Jenner to preserve its heterosexual roots.
I saw the Florida man who tried to rob a Wendy's with an alligator.
So it's just all of this stuff that I think is so fun. A Florida woman who campaigned for gun rights was shot in the back by her 4-year-old son. And
One of my favorites was
These aren't
something
true,
like,
right? These are all made up.
No, they're all
no,
true.
these are real.
They're news
These are
stories that
real
come out
news
of
stories.
Florida.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
One of my favorite ones was something like Florida man assaults another person in his own home while yelling, "Please don't eat me."
These are all true?
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah,
Even that tattoo one you just showed me? That's
Yeah.
not true.
Yeah. Nearly 40% of Florida voters think Ted Cruz might be the Zodiac killer. Just like, and so when I need like some of the stuff you can't really like go through because it can be kind of inappropriate, but I just think like when I'm tired or when I'm bored or when I'm having a bad day, like I just go on this and just, gosh, I just laugh. I just really, really, really laugh. Florida man pulls the shark from water so a friend can take a picture of him humping it. Like,
Okay, I can believe most of these.
so I mean, just things like I don't know. So whatever you think. I love Florida man.
Well, that's pretty
Garrett,
funny.
do you have another one for us?
Yeah, I've got a couple YouTubers that I really, really enjoy. The problem is YouTube is not doing a great job of showing my. Okay, here we go.
Right into the microphone.
Stop
looking at Florida man.
Something that's yeah. Just close it. I'm just gonna close it. I did not even read it.
Sorry.
Well, now you have to tell us what it was.
A Florida man was riding a Segway, slipped, and then shot her cousin. Oh, sorry.
We didn't read it.
People, it's so funny.
We didn't read it, so we can't. Don't find it funny. It is. So I have a lot that are really popular. So I want to kind of like highlight some people that maybe aren't like super huge. I mentioned them to my group that I love watching Smarter Every Day. I love watching Transformational Student Life. It's a great YouTube channel. But Film Riot is one that I watch a lot. And Film Riot is they're similar to another YouTube channel called No Film School. So I guess their whole mentality is to teach you how to be better at cinematography and film and editing for free because it's a YouTube channel. What I like about Film Riot as opposed to No Film School is Film Riot they are their own tiny independent production company too. So they'll like produce short films.
Josh, get off it.
They'll produce short films on a regular occasion that you can watch for free. As soon as they just drop it on their YouTube channel, and it's like a 10-minute short film, special effects. And then once it comes out, bam, 10 videos drop on like how they made every single part of it, like how they edited it, how they did the special effects, how they did casting, how they did what cameras they used, what equipment they used. So it's almost like a how to do films not hands-on because it's a YouTube channel, but the question you have is how did they make that? And immediately after the film drops, you can watch every single minute of video on how they did that. It's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Formative.
Chris, do you got one for us?
I've got our 20 questions.
I think that's what we should do now.
20 questions.
Florida man ordered to stay away from animals after throwing a live alligator through the Wendy's drive-through window.
That's the only punishment? Stay away from animals? Man.
Sorry.
Assault with a deadly animal.
Oh, man.
All right, so I got it.
Okay, is that what you were laughing at?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. I can see that happening.
Hey, send me the link to that.
Lost his
Just say it.
balance.
Just read that.
Teen on a hoverboard with gun loses his balance and accidentally kills his cousin.
Hold on. Read the subtitle.
Police in Florida say a teen riding a hoverboard and holding a gun apparently lost a balance and shot and killed a 13-year-old boy.
That's terrible. That's
That's
not
not
funny.
funny.
Sorry, that was
You
not
should
funny.
not have read that.
Oh, man.
Not
Now we
laughing.
all know you're a terrible person.
Just keep going, Chris.
All right. So much for our extraordinary moderator.
Oh.
Your clue is this thing, or person, or things. Is music related?
Bob Marley.
No.
Okay, shoot.
Dang it.
One.
Is it a music artist?
Yes.
Is it a male?
That's offensive. You can't ask that.
Is it a male?
How about? Now I don't know how to answer that
What? Okay,
because
well,
it's 4 of them, or more.
got it. Not
It's a
necessary.
band. It's not.
Got it.
So I gave you that one.
Dang it. You just told us it's a band.
I know. I could have. Well, I was thinking about making that the hint because that can be a pretty broad thing
Is
by
it, it's
itself.
probably Metallica, guys.
Okay, don't read Florida Man anymore.
It's keeping me awake.
No.
Or distracted.
gotta-
Is it? Did they form before the year 97?
Yes.
What, 97?
Did they random? Are they
they-
post 1980?
Yes.
Between 97 and
80
90?
and 97.
Do they belong to either the rock field, to the rock and roll genre or an offshoot of rock and roll?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, Metallica started in 1978.
Yes.
Okay, just
Dang.
making sure.
Ask me if I know about Metallica.
Is it the Drop
I
Dead?
actually
Beats?
didn't. Well,
It's probably the
never mind.
Drop Dead Beats.
I don't know what it is.
Let's see. Did this group ever have like a platinum selling record to your knowledge?
I don't know if it's platinum selling, but they've had big hits. So
Okay.
So they were some. We are correct when we said it's
yeah, so they
somewhere
were
between.
formed in '81. What are you talking about?
Oh, he's
78.
Googling.
No, they
I
actually
can-
started
I
in
can almost read that.
1978.
1981, right here on Wikipedia. Same year I was born.
Nope, it started
Same
in
age as me.
78. In the some kind of monster thing, they talked about how they were Lars and James had been playing together in a garage in 78.
That doesn't
but
count.
that
That
was
doesn't
the-
count.
Nope, they were
band.
formed. And that's what they said.
Have they broken up since now?
No.
Still a band.
Actually, so it could be by Metallica by the definition that we set out.
Yeah,
80 to 97.
could be.
But I meant currently. Have they broken up?
Are they all still original members of the band?
Ooh, I don't actually know that off the top of my head.
Metallica, that would not be correct.
Right. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
Let me take a look. real
Well,
quick.
no, it can't be Metallica because he would know that off the top of his head.
Yeah, you're right.
That
I
Cliff
would.
Burton died.
Yeah, it's all the original members.
Oh wow. Okay.
Cliff Burton died and Jason Newsted left.
Are they all the same
Such an
ethnic
overrated
group?
band.
Are they all the same? What? I'm sorry.
Ethnic group.
No.
Are they all male?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Could have been the yes.
Let's see here.
Maps, they don't love
Oh, I'm
you
sorry. I
like
guess they have had a
love
few
you.
past members. I didn't see that.
Oh, now it could still be Metallica.
No. Well, I'll tell you right now, it's not Metallica.
Yes.
Okay.
Free question. Free answer.
Free at last.
I'm so bad at music, so I'm gonna ask things that like
Okay. Is it a heavy metal band?
No.
Okay.
are they well known for drug use?
Not really. Not like Bob Marley. No.
How about like
Well, I mean, there's been mention of it.
Are
in
they
their
glam
songs,
rock?
But
there has been mention of them using drugs in their songs?
yes, but it's not like something that you associate with the band.
Yeah,
It's
they
not
don't-
part of their identity. It's not
people
like
don't go to their
Cottonmouth
shows.
Kings or something.
Yeah, they don't go to their shows.
Yeah.
Just
Are they glam rock?
No.
Is there, real quick side question, is there a difference between glam rock and long hair rock?
Well, I know what you mean, and they're not like a hair band.
Okay.
Okay.
What question are we on?
Is this a band?
11.
Is this a band that your brother Josh would know for sure?
He should.
Okay. But you know he would know for sure, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
You all should know it for sure.
Okay.
This isn't like I didn't just pull some obscure, like some band I saw once in a bar
Right,
5 years ago.
Has there been a documentary made about them?
No. We're
Okay,
at
okay.
13. You guys want to hit?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
no. Hold on. Let me ask one more question.
All
Are
right.
they from, or do they all originate from America?
Yes, as far as I know.
Okay.
That's a good
Hint.
question.
Hint.
Hint. This might give it away actually, but they have a new album out.
That didn't help
See,
me.
I'm even being relevant. Come on.
Even being relevant. New album out.
After 80 and before 97.
So when they started, they have a new album out today.
Yeah.
Well, not today, but
Is
recently.
it, is,
like
it Green,
last few weeks.
is it Green Day?
No.
It's probably U2.
Green Day and
U2 has the Songs of Innocence album out.
no, U2 is from Ireland.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not Metallica, Chris?
What, we had 12
15.
or 15?
Yeah, we're
You guys have been burning through them.
5 left.
Do they love you like I love you? Maps.
I don't know.
okay. It doesn't count.
I don't want to read Florida Man.
Is Aerosmith an option here?
Okay.
That was probably
I do,
pre-80s.
but-
So they were probably in the 70s.
Yeah,
For
they
sure.
started in the 70s.
Yeah.
For sure.
They kind of had a second
The
career.
80s.
is what
Would it help if we
happened.
narrowed
Yeah.
down the 80 to 97?
Stop it. Stop it, Josh.
Are they? Did they form before 1989?
No.
Ooh, okay. Smashing
So a 90s band, yeah, like a
Pumpkins.
full-on 90s band. 97
Pearl
from 90 to
Jam.
97.
Pearl Jam's always putting out music. Pearl Jam. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have a new album.
Hey, Pearl Jam.
Soundgarden has come back as of recently. But I guess Guns N' Roses is probably an 80s band, right? Because they have new music on its
For
way.
sure. They're pretty old. They're all a
Um,
bunch of old people up there.
I mean, their
Appetite
heyday
for
was the early
Destruction
90s.
came out in 88 or 89.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Oh, it might be Guns N' Roses.
No,
Oh, you
because
just
he
said
says
no.
It's before. After 89.
Yeah, Appetite for Destruction was their first album, I'm pretty sure. As Guns N' Roses, before or after LA Guns.
Not Chinese Democracy?
Okay.
Why are you making sure that Guns N' Roses stays on the table?
Can we narrow the genre a little bit? I think we're like really broad right now. We're like rock or anything related to rock. I mean, I don't know if genre would help anyone else, but and I know rock and
Well, you already said it was rock, Chris, didn't you?
It's rock.
Yeah.
So are we thinking in the right direction?
Questions.
Rock and or roll.
We're thinking in the right direction, though?
Can you
Yeah,
give us another
basically.
hint since we're pretty close to the
Let's
wire?
see. Album came out and music and their rock. I will give you one hit.
Okay.
Colors.
Colors.
Deep Purple.
Okay, so the name has a color in it.
Might be
maybe.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah, but that's 70s. They started in the 70s.
Deep Purple.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah.
Do they have a new album coming out?
They-
I mean,
I don't know.
I
but
think I would know that.
Chris hates Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Who doesn't?
So I don't know if you would pick
I actually
them for...
really like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, we're
Yeah,
done.
but I quit.
They got a lot
Find
of
us on Facebook.com.
colors.
Okay, is there any title that possibly has more than one color? He said colors. Any bands that have one or two colors in them?
Who's
guys-
got the blue album and the pink
You guys
album?
are
Pinkerton.
really
Weezer.
coming
Weezer.
unraveled here.
Weezer.
Weezer.
Is it Weezer?
It's Weezer.
It's Weezer.
Nailed it.
Oh, man.
Actually, you gave me the alley-oop and I slammed it home.
Actually, I gave it to you guys.
All right.
I like Weezer.
Check out the White Album. Just came out. I was just listening to it. Sounds kind of like Pinkerton. So if you're a fan of their old stuff,
Yeah.
it's good. It's really good.
I loved Weezer in the 90s, and then after the turn of the millennium, they became they kept on trying to put out anthems.
Yeah.
And I hated their whole anthem thing.
Well, check out the White Album. You might like
What
it.
does that mean?
It's definitely back
what does
towards
that mean, anthem?
Songs that speak for me. Right? Sort of when the singer
Like
is,
your jam. This is my jam.
Well, like songs where it's like the speaker is talking as if he represents me. That's like an anthem usually. Like
Okay.
right, represents my generation.
If you
or
like the
so.
early stuff, then go
Yeah,
check out the
I
White
like the
Album.
early stuff.
Okay.
Exclusively.
Well,
that's all I've ever
I think
heard.
that wraps us up.
It does. And while the Florida man crashes his car into a business while trying to time travel, you can find us on facebook.com/faithandwhatever. We are on faithandwhatever.com. We would love to connect with you there. I'm at Josh Carmen. He's at T Student Life. That's at James Yuile. And Chris is at Marion Ranch. If you have any questions for the podcast, reach out on faithandwhatever@gmail.com. Tweet us, send us something, and then if you want, you can follow us on iTunes. We are at Faith and Whatever, and then other local, other podcast aggregates for Android and things that are not Apple.
Don't
I
cry.
can't even say that without choking on my own words. Yeah, we'd love to connect with you, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.
Yeah.
Florida man gets lost at sea while riding jet ski. Snapchats it.
Snapchats it.
Oh god, this is the funniest thing, dude. Your fault, James. Your fault.
I know. I gave that to you.
segment.
I already followed.